When you first log on, you will log on to Weebly.com, and once you log in, you'll be taken to the site that looks like this. Make sure that you're on your portfolio site, not any old sites that you created. Make sure you're on your portfolio site and click the button that says Edit Site. When you do that, it will take you to your site and you'll have the ability to add things and move things around. Everything from last week should still be on there, but now you can continue to add things. So you should have your home, about, writing, and projects pages, as well as your header right here and the title right here. So while you're doing things, you're going to need to make sure you have this build bar up right here. This is what's going to allow you to add different things to your website. The first thing that I'm going to want you to add is your Voki that you created about George Washington in your projects section. So when you click on your projects page, it will take you here and you will have to actually embed the Voki. And this is where things can get a little tricky. So make sure you're listening and following along and replay this video if you need to. First, go to your Voki. I have mine already set up here and I gave it a voice. I just made this short one right here. And I'm going to click Publish. From there, I have it named. You're obviously going to pick your George Washington one. It's been saved. It will pull up a page that looks like this. Now, normally you can share it by sending it as an email or putting it on Twitter or Facebook or Blogger or something like that. But what you want to do is actually take this entire code. So if you click on it and then press Control A, it will highlight everything. And then press Control C to copy. This is the embedding code, and you're going to need that code to embed it into your website. So once you've copied it, Control C, go back to your web page, and you're going to add an element. So over here, once you've clicked the build bar, you'll see all these different elements. The one that you're going to want to start with is embed code. And this works as a drag and drop. So you click on it and you drag it in. And wherever this blue line is where it will end up. So you just dragged in the embed code, and you'll see right here it says click to set a custom HTML, which means you click on it and edit custom HTML. You'll click on that, and this is where you literally just paste in the code you copied. So you press Control C on the Voki right here. You come over and you insert it, and you press Control V. Once you do that, you're going to want to center it or put it to the right or left, depending on where you want your Voki to pop up. I prefer to center mine. And when you're done, click off, and you'll see you won't actually be able to see it pop up right away, but once you publish it, it will pop up. So rest assured it's there. And just know in this box, when you hover over, it will appear. It's invisible right now, but your Voki is there. So once you've put your Voki in, your next step is to insert text either above it or below it. I like to insert it above because that way I can write a little bit of an introduction. So I want you to write just a quick summary of what people will see and hear when they play your Voki. So for instance, I would write, this is my Voki about George Washington. This project was a fake eulogy for his funeral. We talked about his precedents. Now, it would be a short, some kind of summary along that line. And keep in mind, the Voki is invisible, but once you click publish, it will be there. So once again, you dragged in the embed code and you added the code, and then you dragged in the text. Now, if you want to put the text underneath the Voki or you want to move it around, you're welcome to do that. Just wherever the blue line is where it will end up. If you want to put a title above it, you're welcome to do that. Now, this is where you can have some free creativity and you can add some things that you want to add. Once you've done that, the next step will be to add your writing. But I'm going to put that in another video just so you can see how to do that one as well. So once you have this, in order to save it and make it live, just to check to make sure it works, click Publish. It'll take a second for it to load and work the way that you want it to, but you have it published. And then to check to see what it looks like live, if you just click on it, you'll see it live. And remember, you did the Voki in the projects section. So if you click on projects,